Today is my first day subbing in an elementary school rather than a preschool, and in preschool, you're just like teacher, your first name, but in elementary school, you're like Mr. or Mrs. last name. And so I've been trying to think and like decide what my teacher name is going to be, and I don't want to be Mrs. last name. Like I've never wanted to be Mrs. last name. So for a while, I thought like Ms. last name would be okay, but like, I don't know, I didn't love it. And then I was like, okay, how about Ms. H? Like Ms. H would be okay. But then last night I was thinking and I was like, Ms. H just gives like the vibes of like a woman, and that just doesn't. And so I was like, Mix H, like that just, like Mix H just sounds
stupid.
That just, and so now I'm having a gender crisis, but I'm also not quite brave enough to introduce myself as Mix H yet. So Ms. H it is for now. And apparently I need to update my pronouns. Okay, bye.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
In my personal opinion, that woman shouldn't be teaching little children anything. However, it's gonna get a lot worse, as you will see in today's episode of Woke TikTok Teachers Gone Wild.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true.
Yes, that is not an opinion. That is actually a statement of fact. So it's just crazy in this video how you're actually going to hear people actually brag about how they're woke. I mean, don't they see what's going on? Don't they understand what that means? Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back. Speaking of woke, you would think that the one institution, the one place that would be immune from the woke mind virus taking over are the churches. Now, I haven't been to church since I was a wee little boy. I haven't been to a church service, so I don't know much about church. I don't know much about religion. However, I did figure that churches wouldn't. All right, for our blind subscribers and people sitting way, way, way in the back, what we have here is a sign on the side of a church, a tapestry. I don't know what you would call this. It says, now it's the first congregational, it shows you how much I know, First Congregational Church of Pasadena United Church of Christ. In rainbow colored letters. Now let me tell you one thing really quickly. Half a mile up the street from my house, there's a church with a big sign on it like this, with the rainbow flag on it, and all the buzzwords inside the rainbow flag. Inclusivity, love is love, equality. So this one here in rainbow letters says, God's pronouns are they, them. God's pronouns are they, them. You see it.
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
This next one, there's so much wrong with it. First of all, they're outside. Why do they still have the... I don't understand. They're outside. They still have those masks. I don't get it.
Well, I'm going to take this damn mask off.
And listen, that's fine. Do whatever you want. That's what you want to do, fine. But the child in this TikTok has one on too. If I was a parent sending my child to... I'd be furious if they were... I wouldn't send them. All right, it says, curious question, because I know you are a teacher. How do your students address you? Like Mr., Mrs., etc. I've seen people use TX, teacher, as a MB option, as a non-binary option. I guess that means whatever. Roll the film.
So my students call me... Why did you whisper it so quietly? She got shy. It's Mix Miller is what they call me. Though I'll say, I had a teenager call me Mr. Luke the other day, and I kind of loved it. What do you think about Mr. Luke?
Yeah.
You like that one? Okay, yeah. I might switch it up to Mr. Luke at some point, but for right now, some non-binary, we've been going Mix Miller, and the kids have been getting it pretty well. Has it been hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little hard, but they're working on it, because they love me, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? What are you talking about? You sound insane.
They all sound insane. This lady just said that a teenager called... You guys heard it? Called her Mr. Luke, and she kind of liked it. A teenager called her Mr. Luke, and she kind of liked it.
That doesn't make sense.
There I am. Once again, trying to make sense of the nonsensical. But this teacher did freely admit that she's willing to make life harder for her students as long as she can get the validation of living in the land of make-believe. Let's keep it moving. All right, this next one, it gets really creepy really fast. Fair warning. Before I roll it, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us. We got 3 sponsors today. First sponsor, our great friend Diane Zaganow. Diane Z, thank you so much. Always greatly appreciate the love and support. And Diane, I always love seeing you like that comment section up. Makes my day. Thank you so much, Diane. Also, today's video is being brought to us by Heather Hatch, another great friend of the channel. Heather, thank you so much. If you would like to catch Heather on some live streams, go check her out on our friend Steve Harloa's channel. They've been doing some live streams together recently. I hope to join them at some point here in the future when I get my Wi-Fi and my equipment here straightened out. Heather Hatch, thank you. Last and certainly not least, sponsoring today's video is once again Tom Oakes, the Apex Professor. Now, if you haven't heard in the previous week or so, Tom sponsored several videos. Tom's got a phenomenal program. Let me read this to you. This is Tom, the Apex Professor. From now until Friday, September 16th, I'm giving a discount for all my classes. I teach classes for parents and kids on how to spot creeps and pervs online and in person when they're gaming and using social media. I also teach kids how to budget, taxes, investing basics, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, all that stuff. Wish I knew it when I was younger. Also, whether or not college is right for them and how to do without it, without going into crazy debt. Colleges these days, it's I don't know. So there's a coupon code, and it says shoot me an email for more information. Info at the Apex Professor. All that info, the link to Tom's program, his email, and the coupon code will be in the description box below. If you're homeschooling, if you're getting kids out of these public indoctrination camps, public schools, I think this is a great program. You might want to look into it. Reach out to Tom. If you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Roll the film, please.
Hi folks, my name is Miranda. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and sex therapist in Erie, Pennsylvania. And today I want to talk about minor attracted persons. And
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
So G.I. Jane here with she, her pronouns. Sorry, I don't want to. Unfortunately, I did listen to that. I'm not going to play that here. She goes on to explain why those people, minor, are vilified but shouldn't be. So she defends them. So G.I. Jane with she, her pronouns. You know what I think of you? I think you're a Listen, I apologize. I'm sorry about the language. I try to keep my cussing to a bare minimum, and I apologize. I know that was pretty vulgar, and if I offended anyone, I'm sorry. I did say at the beginning this was going to get worse, and it sure is. And we continue to go down that road. It says, when people disagree with me showing kids meet a drag queen for the first time to my 4th graders. What is going on? What is happening in these schools? Roll the film.
I totally get that. 100%. The thing is, I don't care. I really don't. I don't care at all.
That's really cool. So you're gay?
I am. Good question.
Did you curl your eyelashes?
I did. I use an eyelash curler. But yeah, your previous question, I am gay. I came out of the closet when I was 21 years old.
What's coming out of the closet means?
Coming out of the closet means that you're gay. It's something that gay people have to do.
Do you have to be gay to do drag?
No, anybody can do drag. Drag is for anybody and everybody who wants to put on a fun costume and get up on stage and entertain people. Everybody should try drag at least once. It's really fun.
Even kids?
Yeah, there's actually quite a few kids that are starting to do drag.
Yeah, well, you're one sick, miserable, evil SOB.
So I don't know if you guys caught that. That changed scenes a little bit there. But this teacher right here was showing that to her 4th grade students. There you can see the movie that we just saw that clip of. Wow. These these people, these drag queens, these teachers, they know that that is an adult activity done in adult clubs with adults doing adult things. How can that person sit in that chair and tell children, yeah, children should do? This teacher is showing that to the 4th grade students and saying, when people disagree with her showing it, she said, I don't care. I'm just going to do it. I don't care. Listen, the slippery slope, we've gone down it. We've gone flying over that slippery slope. I mean, a lot of people said this a while back, exactly what was going to happen. We're seeing it now. It is exactly what is happening.
We're coming for your children.
Listen, I didn't make that up. You just saw dozens of gay men saying they were coming for your children. I didn't make it up. They're singing it in their cute little choir song there. Chorus, whatever it is. I didn't make it up. When a student asks me to use their correct pronouns and chosen name, but not when talking with their parents. Oh, another teacher willing to hide stuff from the parents. Roll the film, please.
My dear, sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. Bad touch, stranger danger.
Don't forget, always remember, these people hate you. They mock you and laugh at you right to your faces. That's exactly what this teacher is doing. Now, this teacher's got the little rainbow flag there, but she's also got a shot, like a hypodermic needle. You guys probably can't see it. It's down. It's what does that signify? That you got the Fauci sus? I don't. It's weird. This lady's weird. These people are all weird. Keep it moving. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up in just a few minutes. If you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I cannot do this alone, so thank you so much for trudging ahead with me. So this person with the, I think that, is that a rainbow flag or a Ukrainian flag? I can't tell. I can't tell anymore. I don't know. Behind her. It's not a teacher. However, shocking, I know. This is a law student. I've said in past videos that all of these people, they're coming up. They're going to be the lawyers, the judges, the politicians, the teachers. They will all be running the world soon. That's why I say when they tell us, you will respect my pronouns, and we're like, yeah, whatever. Well, if they're all the judges and running prisons and making the laws and everything else, what are we going to do? I know what we're going to do. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I live for this shit.
We'll know when the time's right for us to stand up and getting there. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. Anyway, roll the film.
Today has been day 4 of law school, and I spent the morning with the Dean of Diversity and Inclusion because I have been misgendered so many times by the faculty of this university, which claims to stand on progressive principles. And so I go to this Dean, and this Dean tells me that I need to exercise grace and patience in the small things. I'm like, listen, lady, this is not a small thing. Being misgendered is distressing. It's dysphoric. And I explained to her how hard it is to try to figure out why people keep seeing me as a female. And she's like, okay, well, you can escalate it to the Title IX director. I'm like, listen, the Title IX director was on a webinar yesterday misgendering people, to which this lady had no solutions for me on where to go next. And if this hasn't been a learning experience about how broken our system is and why policies need to change and how much bureaucracy there is and how much the system is set in its ways and why we need really good attorneys, then I don't know what is.
It's a man, baby! I thought she was a man. He is rather mannish. If that is a woman, it does look like she was beaten with an ugly stick.
Just imagine having a life so simple and problem-free that your biggest issue in a day is being a woman and being called a woman. What are you talking about? Like, that is your biggest problem in the world? Is you're a female that was called a female? What's the manufactured problem? All right, I'm going to get myself in trouble. Keep it moving. All right, this is the last one, guys. I promise. I know this has been really hard to get through. And Why would anyone send their child to this crazy person? Roll the film.
So, this isn't my first rodeo being a queer teacher on the internet, and I am not going to respond to certain comments to, like, boost their interaction. But the indoctrination thing really, like, makes me giggle, because I was indoctrinated my entire life to be straight, but, like, here I am. It's not indoctrination by talking about civil rights with children. It's not indoctrination when you teach an honest United States history. It's just not. And that logic is just laughable. And there's a teacher shortage. Like, we're not indoctrinating people. We just want a respected profession. Just some thoughts.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We choose truth over facts. Chocolate chip.